Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Helen if you don't already know me, and this is the beginning of my third week of doing Gymshark 66. It's Monday and I only work like 6 AM till 3 PM on a Monday, so I'm home already. It's like 5 o'clock. I've been to Sainsbury's to buy chicken thigh and turkey sausages, and I bought something for my dinner because basically I'm just so hungry. I have had 2 meals today. Both very small, just a chicken drumstick, some broccoli and some sweet potato. And I was looking for something that would taste really nice, and I think I found something, and I don't recommend this really. But anyway, I found a tin of cheese and tomato ravioli, and I think I used to eat this when I was at uni in my first year because I was lazy and I didn't cook. But a whole can is only 340 calories, and I want something like comforting that isn't like bread and butter, but I feel like this is gonna give me that like carby yumminess. I'm gonna put some protein cheese on it because there's only 14 grams of protein in it, but I'm really excited. So this is my dinner, and then I'm going to have eggs and avocado with Ash later, and it's in the microwave and I think it just exploded. The quality isn't too weird and the like field of view just too strange, but I kind of haven't used my GoPro in so long, and I filmed a workout with it. I filmed a workout with it today, and I just really liked it because you can see everything, whereas normally on my other camera, which is this, it just cuts out everything from the frame. So I think I'm going to record my workouts on the GoPro anyway. The quality isn't as good, but I just get more. I can never really talk anyway, like I always get tongue-tied, but because I'm not eating as many calories, I think it's massively like affecting my game, you know. I was going to show you where I am on my Fitness Pal, and it's really kind of awkward to screenshot because there's this gap here which I feel like is normally for an advert, but there's no advert that's come up. But basically I had my broccoli, my chicken drumstick and my sweet potatoes. Oh my god. And then I had it again at lunch, which you can see it's like 392 calories for the whole thing. And then I showed you my weird ravioli thing earlier. Oh, which was really tasty. Really, really nice. So I've had 1,100 calories. My goal is 1,800. I don't know why it says 1,700 here. So I've got like 600 left. I'm going to have eggs and avocado. Did I already say this earlier? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, my cheesy pasta in a can. The reason I said I wouldn't recommend it is because obviously it's something that's highly processed. It was definitely so salty. I'm so thirsty now, which isn't ideal. You shouldn't be like after you've eaten a meal. But anyway, so I'm gonna grab myself some squash, and then I'm editing like last week's vlog. I'm gonna try and do like a weekly vlog, I think, but they might end up really long if I film all my workouts. But I suppose that depends how many workouts I do. I don't know. I've gone a bit crazy, I think, because I've now been on my own for a bit too long, so now I just want to talk because I'm lonely. But no, I need to be productive now actually, so Lego. So I've finished editing my video and I'm now cooking some dinner. I'm gonna have some mushrooms and peppers with some eggs, and then I just bought these smoked salmon trimmings, which are like, I don't know, like cheap smoked salmon I guess. And yeah, an avocado. I've got 600 calories left, which is good. Dinner, doesn't it look beautiful? Yay! And I put it in my Fitness Pal. And it's 529 calories. It doesn't want to focus on it. Yeah. And so I've got oh, maybe like 100 for the day. So I might have Snacker Jacks after. And this is Ash's pile of yum. Oh yeah. It's Tuesday and I'm not sure I've even spoken today because my first meal, Bradley was asleep, but my second meal, Doris, who is one of our member care, was just sat there singing, folding towels. So I just felt strange. But I've been so hungry because my meals were so teeny tiny mini. And I got home from work and I had jacket potato with tuna. It was really nice. And now I'm on the egg sandwich. And I probably haven't had many veggies today. Yeah, teeny tiny meals today. But it means I've got calories left, so I'm going to have a small amount of chocolate raisins after. So that's happiness. Happy Wednesday. Yesterday was a perfect eating day. In fact, I think it was 50 calories under, which is nice because there's going to be days, I'm sure, when I'm 50 calories over. So it's now Wednesday at like 3:25, so I've only had one meal today because I had a nap in the spa, which was really nice. I just felt so tired this morning. Now I'm on like a little mini espresso macchiato and I'm going to deadlift and do a little bit of back, but I just feel like I just don't want to train. But I didn't train yesterday, so I'm gonna like force myself to train, you know, try and practice the discipline. So yeah, I'm really annoyed because one of my trainers that I got over Christmas, just the left one is rubbing me. Really irritating. I'm going to foam on my quads because they're so tight from Monday's glute workout, but it wasn't very glutey, so yeah. Okay. Welcome to the first workout workout. Oh my god. Welcome to the first workout voiceover of the video. There's just going to be another sort of 2 in here. I'm going to keep it relatively quick, but the reason my quads were tight was because, so this is currently Wednesday, and on the Monday I filmed the glute workout that was in my previous video, the first ever glute workout that is on YouTube. So that's my previous video if you want to go and check it out. It hit so much quads for me, which wasn't ideal. And I was just feeling very tired and very unmotivated, but basically forced myself to train anyway. And I absolutely love deadlifting. And as soon as I got into the deadlifting, obviously I was buzzing and I was having a great time. I will make sure I put my weights in the description box, but I'm putting my deadlifts on back day and really focusing on activating my lats. I said this in last week's video. I think if I train like legs on the first like big session of the week, then I feel like I can't deadlift, and then if I train back, I feel like I can't deadlift on leg day. So it's like deadlifts just need to be on the first day in general, basically. So that is why deadlifts are here, and as I said, I'll put all the weights down below and the reps that I'm doing. But basically I am using the 531 app, which I absolutely love, and if you want to build up your strength, then I 100% recommend using it. You're going to do maximum 5 reps and your weight goes up quite gradually with it, so yeah, you kind of don't often hit a sticking point, which is really good. I really liked it. From there I moved on to the assisted pull-up machine to do my shoulder pullbacks or hanging scapular shrugs, scapular pull downs, whatever you want to call them. Just arms super duper straight and just isolating the shoulder blades and getting the back to engage properly. I also really like it to try and practice externally rotating my arms, and I go slow so I feel as symmetrical as possible. Then I feel like I'm properly warmed up and activated for when I do my other back exercises. So the last time I trained back, I actually did that before my deadlifts, but I find it quite challenging and I didn't want to be tired pre-deadlift. Anywho, moving on to assisted pull-ups, and I did 3 sets of 8. Again, going for a smooth, controlled movement, really trying to make sure my left shoulder feels the same as my right. I feel like my left shoulder wants to slightly in-middly rotate, so that's why I'm working on shoulders first. And apologies for the camera angle because I'm not sure you can quite see what my shoulders are doing. And then from there I went on to a superset. So I went into a narrow pull down. Because I lift my chest so much, it didn't really feel that much like a lat pull down. It felt kind of like a narrow row. I really liked it. I was holding at the bottom for 2 seconds, which was very, very intense. I didn't have to go very light. I worked on the time under tension instead. I really liked it. I did 10 reps with that pause at the bottom, then a full stretch at the top. So again, just maximum contraction. And that was supersetted with a pullover, which was one of my favourite back exercises. I actually just love training back in general. Like, when you can feel it, I just think it is such a fun body part to train. Again, I went really slow. I squeezed as hard as I could, and I did 12 reps here. So this was my whole workout, simply the foam rolling, the deadlifts, the scapular retractions, the assisted pull-ups, and then this narrow pull down and pullover superset. And I could feel my back the day after as well. It was really, really hard. I actually finished with 5 sets of parachute runs on the Technogym skill run. So you literally strap yourself to the treadmill, you lean into it, you drive your arms and you drive your knees. And I only did 40 meters each time, and my core was knackered. I did 5 rounds in total, and I feel like I'm going so fast and I look like I'm going so slow, which is not ideal. But anyway, I'm trying to finish my workouts with something cardio. So that was good. I really enjoyed it. Hello, I'm home and it's 8:10 and I am so tired because I left at 6:20 this morning, maybe, I don't know. I've only had 2 meals, like little pasta, chicken and broccoli meals, so I'm starving. Ash worked out his calories, and the amount of calories that he would need to cut is 2,600 or something, and I'm on 1,800, and I'm annoyed that he gets like 1,000 more than I do. Anyway, I have loads of calories left because that's all I've had. I genuinely have 1,200 left, but I'm not actually going to force myself to eat all of them because I think that's a bit silly. Like, it's more of a deficit, so that's a good thing. And it's not like I'm prepping for a show. I need to be really careful at maintaining muscle mass. Obviously, I want to maintain muscle mass, but seeing as I overate a little bit at the weekend, I like an extra deficit's good. So, yes. 3 eggs and 3 toasts, and that's 500 calories. Oh, it doesn't matter. Ash brought in my meals for me and he wrote down what was in them, which is so cute. So my chicken, pasta and broccoli. And yeah, that was my Thursday, and I did a workout which I want to talk about in a second. Hello, it's Friday and I'm wearing the same hoodie as Wednesday. The last time I filmed was Wednesday evening, and then on Thursday and Friday, last night, Thursday, I didn't get home until about 8:30, which was just horrendous. And then today I had 5 sessions all in a row and got home at like 4:30 and went to sleep. But my diet's been so good, which is amazing because that's like the main struggle. And yesterday I trained with Sam and we did like whole body, and we normally just chat and take our time, and yesterday we actually killed it. First one, I didn't take any photos or videos because I just wanted to train, essentially just wanted to go for it. So but yeah, I've got 700 calories left for the day. This is what's happening most evenings. I have a good amount of calories left because work's really busy. So then in the evenings it means we've been having like egg sandwiches although I'm not having butter on my toast, whereas I weighed it out for Ash and it was like maybe 30 grams of butter, 40 grams, and it was almost 200 calories. So that's why I'm not having butter. I'm having like dry toast with eggs fried in the like fry light stuff. That's been good. And then afterwards I can have caramel rice cakes, or the other day I even had a small portion of chocolate raisins. And I need to get some protein because I'm always down on my protein. We buy chicken thigh because it's cheaper than chicken breast, and actually now we much prefer it. Just it's so much juicier, like it just doesn't go dry. It's amazing, but it means that my protein isn't as high. So for the same weight of chicken thigh you'll have slightly less protein just because there's more fat in it instead. So I'm not over my fat though or anything, it's just more that I'm down on protein, and more chicken thigh doesn't help because it puts, then I would go over my fat. And then also because we have eggs in the evening, which are also a really good source of protein because they also are a source of fat. It's the same thing, I don't want to have too much. Anyway, so yeah, I did have tuna the other day though, which is like almost no fat, which is fabulous, but I find tuna a bit expensive. And then what's the other thing? Oh, and also I put mayonnaise in it, so yeah. And then what's the other thing that we had the other day? Smoked salmon. Same thing, it's too expensive to have a lot. So yeah, that's this week's struggle. And then also just being really busy at work has been amazing, which yeah actually has been amazing because I've only had time for like 2 of my meals, which are only like 300-400 calories, and then that's why I've got so many calories when I get home, which is fabulous. But it's just, I've just been really tired, and I got home and slept for 2 hours today. And then Ash got home, like Ash stayed and trained, which I don't feel bad about that I didn't train, but I also just, I don't know, you feel a bit odd when you nap, but I mean, I've trained a decent amount this week, so it doesn't matter. I'm training tomorrow and Sunday, but I'm training with my friend who's also my client, but I always feel a bit strange filming, so I might film, I might not film, I don't really know. So yeah, yay. So anyway, this is Friday night. I'll show you what we're having for dinner and stuff. I've made some potato wedges because I bought some potatoes because they were on offer, because that's the main reason you buy things, go into Tesco, and if it's cheap you buy it. And we're having turkey sausages, so yum yum. I need to put some broccoli on, and as you can tell I didn't put any broccoli on, but this was amazing. So it's Saturday morning and I made it to the gym for 8 o'clock, which is absolutely incredible because I was knackered. So on the hip abduction we did reps of 20, 15, 12 and 10, and then in between, like after the first set, nice and light 20, we did pendulum lunges, which where you lunge forwards and you lunge backwards. However, me and Marty weren't really awake, so we were both falling over, which was dead funny. And then after we did 15 reps on the hip abduction, we just did leg swings, so just loosening up through the hamstrings, and then when you flex your foot a lot you feel that through your calf as well, depending on how tight you are. Then we went heavier again on the hip abduction for 12 reps. Then after that came into a quad stretch just to open down the front of the legs and the hip flexors, and then did a final set of 10 on the hip abduction. Then I only filmed one set of my leg press because my battery light was flashing on me, but on the leg press we did so many sets. We did like 6 sets. We did 20 reps at 40, 15 reps at 80, 12 reps at 120, and then we stuck to 160 kilos for 12 to 15 reps and a further 3 sets. We then supersetted leg curl and leg extension for 3 sets of 12 of each, and then we went on to the leg press, like not the plate loaded one, the slidey one with the pin loaded weight stack for 3 sets of 12 but facing to the side to try and get some side booty action. And that was an hour. We went really heavy, we were in pain, but it actually wasn't a sweaty session, it was all very much machine based. It's Saturday and I took my GoPro to the gym this morning, but there was almost no battery, so I think I filmed 3 exercises, but again I'll write it down and put it on the screen. I'll put it in the description box, and I'll charge my GoPro for tomorrow. I'm trying to eat something to fill me up, warm me up, because I've been outside all day. So this is vegetable soup with protein, cheese, and then a bagel thin, and all of that is 300 calories and like a decent amount of protein.
I'm still way under on protein.
So this is dinner. I've got 2 turkey sausages where Ash has got 3, and we're trying to work out how to put these cooked white potato into my Fitness Pal, because when you weigh potato when it's raw, it weighs very different to what it weighs when it's cooked. So, but I obviously didn't weigh it and portion it out earlier, but I did measure the amount of oil I put on, and then the rest is just seasoning. So yeah, we're not really sure, basically. So we're back in the gym. It's Sunday morning, 8 AM. We're doing upper body. I'm with Ash and Marty again, and we're starting with 20 lateral raises, 20 front raises, 20 reverse flies, 20 shoulder presses, and 20 bench over rows. These are all with 2 kilo dumbbells, just getting the blood pumping and the shoulders burned by the end of this. But you don't want to feel really tired, you just want to feel like you're warmed up. The first working set was a tricep. It is a lat pull down, a cable reverse fly, and a dumbbell lateral raise. With the pull down, we're trying to go really slow, get a good stretch and a good squeeze every time. And then similarly here, the reason I look like I'm rounding in between reps is because I'm trying to spread my shoulder blades and get a bit of a stretch. And then on the lateral raises, I'm trying to pause at the top of the movement so that I can focus on the muscle that I'm working. And that is one of the most important things, that you're feeling it in the right place. So on the lat pull downs, that you're actually feeling it in your lats. On the reverse flies, that you are feeling it in your rear delts. And I also like to squeeze my lats as well. It makes me feel more controlled. And then on the dumbbell lateral raises, that pause at the top really helps you feel that in your shoulders, so you know you're doing the right thing. We did 3 sets of that, and then we added a 4th set of lat pull down, which was a double drop set. And this wasn't like a rush through it, it was still slow and squeezy and painful actually. But keep your hands as just hooks and pull your elbows as far back as possible, and try and forget about the forearm pain. From there we moved on to a superset that we did 3 times. So it was 12 T-bar rows followed by front raises with dumbbells. We went heavier with each set of rows, and then again we added a 4th set of just the row with a drop set. So similarly, it was like all about just focusing on the back as much as possible. I was dying, you can kind of tell. It was really, really tough, but really, really good. I do like drop sets a lot. From there we moved on to a tricep of sorts. So it is a standing cable upright row straight into a lying cable upright row. 12 of each really burns through the top of your shoulders, and then that is supersetted with a sort of heavy face pull and trying to like pause and squeeze at the back. The last thing we did, we were absolutely knackered. We did 4 sets of bicep curls. I chose a 20 kilo bar, which turns out I can't really curl. So I dropped down to the 17.5 and I managed 8-ish horrible reps for 4 sets. From there we just did a really simple stretch, mainly for the wrists. So I'm trying to keep my arms straight and shoulders externally rotated as I go over both sides, so forwards and backwards. And then from there we go into just a child's pose, but focusing on spreading the shoulders. And when you do these, if you lift your hands, so lift your thumb, again, externally rotates your shoulders, then you can allow your hands to go further forwards, your shoulders to come further backwards. Bending your elbows, taking your hands onto the nape of your neck, helps you feel that more across your thoracic spine. and then cat-cow just because it feels absolutely lovely, and then finally a shoulder and bicep stretch. This isn't very comfortable, but a bent leg reverse plank, and the further forwards you go, the more you feel that through your biceps. Yes, please. We're back from the gym. We trained back and shoulders and a little bit of arms, and we're making breakfast. So we're having eggs, turkey sausages, and Ash is doing avocado. And we're going to a vegetarian restaurant for lunch. Both me and Ash have been using MyFitnessPal all week. Have you gone over on any days?
Nope.
Good. Me neither. So it's been.
I'm definitely under on my protein.
Oh yeah, I said that. We're both under on protein.
Even protein shakes.
Because we used to always just supplement with protein shakes, and we've both ran out. So, yeah. But we've been good. I would say it's been a successful week, minus Ash dropping stuff.
Thanks.
Bum, 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 bum. We're home from dinner, and I think Ash's main one, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so we went to a mostly vegan restaurant, and then it had a couple of like vegetarian options on cheese in. And Ash had all the cheese, like he had macaroni cheese, which looked amazing. And actually I tried it and it was lovely. And I had the vegan gyoza, and then I had the bean burger with the vegan cheese, and Ash had the halloumi burger. Carrie had the chicken burger, and that was
Mock chicken burger.
Yeah, it was a vegan place, but the chicken burger, that was the best one actually, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
It tasted really nice. And then Ash had like a apple crumble thing with vegan custard. And then I had a vegan cookie dough ice cream. And now we are full and ill. No, not ill, but like, yeah, no, I feel quite ill. I feel really gassy and really full. And I've got a bad taste in my mouth, which I think might be from the coffee, because the coffee tasted a bit like soap. But we recommend going there for food, don't we? It's called Mildred's. Food was so good. We waited half an hour for a table, maybe longer. Felt like ages. But anyway, it was really busy, really popular, because, like, for good reason. The food was so nice. I think that's it, food-wise. We're probably not going to eat again. It's now 6:30. We got there at 2:30. And we just need to food prep for tomorrow and pack bags for work and other boring Sunday night stuff. Yay, happy birthday to Carrie. And I'll make sure all the workouts are in the description box, and I will see you tomorrow morning or next week. I know I'm only doing like one a week at the moment, but yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in my next one, and until then, stay happy and healthy. Bye. See you in my next one, and until then, stay happy and healthy. Bye.